Hi you guys, it's Dr. Ryan Dawson here. Just enjoying a little morning time down here by the lake and the stream and enjoying the sunshine, getting some much needed meditation and some reading in. And if you guys aren't familiar with my Facebook page and YouTube channel called Neuroblast Radio, I've been building a foundation on brain health and this little thing called neuroplasticity, which is our brain's ability to rewire itself and create new perspectives, take new pathways towards old memories, to be able to break addictions and negative habits that prevent us from reaching our optimal human potential. And so a lot of these things that we do in our daily life can promote positive or negative neuroplasticity. So that's our brain's ability to rewire itself for a positive outcome or a negative outcome. These things are happening all the time. So self-talk is huge. And one thing that I've really been trying to implement for my patients is taking time every morning to write down what we're grateful for. Now, this might seem like a silly practice, but it really does change the brain. We've seen that on MRI. There's tons of new studies coming out on this, on mindfulness, on being grateful, and just taking time, 10 minutes in your day to write down what you're grateful for actually down-regulates a part of the brain called the amygdala, which the amygdala is this fear-based center, and it prevents your brain from forming new memories. It also is what's highly overactive in soldiers and firefighters and those struggling with shell shock and PTSD. Whenever this amygdala becomes highly overactive, this fear-based center, it prevents us from becoming who we need to be. It prevents us from seeing all the angles and all the perspectives, and we end up taking the same route, and then a lot of times we end up using the same addictive patterns to cope with those stresses, to cope with that fear. And so by taking 10 minutes in your morning to write down what you're grateful for, verbalize that, to acknowledge your setbacks and acknowledge your failures and see that those are really just life's learning lessons to teach you how to adapt, improvise, and overcome and keep moving forward, to write those down and confront those and be vulnerable about that and put that out and have conversations with other people about those things can be very, very, very beneficial to our mind and to our overall life, our brain health, and really just taking that, all right, the glass is half full or is it half empty? Taking the positivity out of each failure or setback and not tagging a negative emotion to it and seeing where the growth comes from. What can I learn from this? What is this situation trying to teach me? Because every single person that has ever lived on this planet has suffered, has struggled, has had some kind of heartbreak that has completely just debilitated their life for a little bit. But the difference is how we deal with the failure. How are we gonna take that failure? How are we gonna learn from it? And how we're gonna keep moving forward? I think it's important to not be a perfectionist, but to always strive for perfection. If we're constantly just giving a half effort, and we're never really just diving in full force and coming back and saying, okay, I gave it my best effort, but it wasn't enough. I need to improvise. I need to change the strategy. I need to adapt the plan. I need to become more efficient. And then I go back and I do it better next time. And we keep improving and we keep going. People never see the hard work that you put in. People are not going to see the long hours and the trials and the tribulations that you go through. They only see the success. So don't measure your journey based on what other people's perspective are of you. Only measure it based on where you've come from. I hope this helps. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful Wednesday, and take some time today to be grateful. Go outside, sit in some nature, get some sunlight, some vitamin D, eat some healthy, nutritious, colorful plants. These things are awesome and filled with antioxidants. And if you guys haven't heard my health talks on, eat for your mind, live for your soul, and the power of the colors of our plants and the pigmentation and the phytonutrients and antioxidants in there that are really good for helping promote brain health, go check it out. You guys PM me, type some questions down here, say what you think, and let me know how you practice being grateful and what are some of your daily strategies for coping with setbacks. And what are your plans for moving into the future? And how can we promote this and support each other on this? Because I think opening up the conversation and articulating very important strategies for moving through some of these problems and these issues, and not that they're even problems, it's just a part of life. Whenever we work through those, whenever we do that, we're building our community, we're building neuroplasticity positively in our own brain, and we're recreating a better world for tomorrow, for our children, and the future, and for our own well-being, to be able to be the best that we can be, provide the most love we can, and be able to help and support others the best that we can. Hope you guys have a wonderful Wednesday.